couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a beautiful morning, Wednesday morning, y'all, of Button Check. Y'all ready to check these buttons? Apparently now, everybody in the damn FGC is the best Zeku. So yesterday I started seeing this from everybody, and I mean everybody. I mean, it was Cool Kid, Punk, Phenom, Big Bird, Justin Wong, Flash, Flow, like everybody. Funny thing is, the one person that's probably actually the best Zeku was like, nah, I'm actually not the best Zeku. And I believe it all starts with Angry Bird in the first place, right? If you recall, recently he's actually been on a roll, and then just last weekend he won EGX with Zeku, so it seems like he's the only one really in the FGC that's been pretty dominant with his character. And then the tweet debate right here starts with Arturo Sanchez, once again at the top. He says, just saw EGX Grand Final VOD. Once again, in my opinion, Angry Bird is the best Zeku, winning 2 tournaments back to back like that with stacked competition, giving hope to the underplayed characters. I keep seeing more Zekus online as of late these days. And then Sanford Kelly joins the party, and he comes at this at a different angle. He says, F-Champ has the best sim since he got top 8 at EVO and 9th the next year at EVO and is the highest placing sim there. I wonder what Danka Diaz and Commander Jesse think of that statement. Then Emperor Prince right here responds to that saying, this comment actually has me curious in your opinion when it comes to being the best with a particular character. What matters more? Character knowledge, tech, matchups, etc., or accomplishments with that character across the span of a game's life? And then Sanford responds to that saying, yes, everything included. The best with a character to me means you with the whole tourney. That might be off, but he says you with the whole tourney with them, not as well as another character. He's a great player, but the best with a character to me means you grind and overcome all matchups with said character. And then the question is raised to Sanford. They say, let us know who you think the best Zeku is since you're a Zeku main yourself. Then Sanford replies to that, and excuse me if I murder some of these names, but he says the best Zeku mains in my opinion, Nox, Unsung, Major Boy, and Gunslinger. People that use Zeku and are up there after them are Angry Bird, Bush and Style, me, Crone, Jibbo. Me and Crone only use Zeku, but we aren't as good as the elite ones that I've listed. Then our Red Man pulls up, grabs a little beer, and joins the party. And he says, while some Zeku players are out arguing about semantics, I only see one out here getting tourney W's. We need to just give props sometimes and keep it moving. If you're not competing or not placing, we have no metrics to judge you on anyway, so fall back, LOL. Let people shine. Then Sanford actually says, I understand your point though. And then Red responds to that saying, it's just to a point where why even have this discussion after he wins with a character no one else has managed to do yet? I just feel like instead of getting his just props, now everyone is going to compare and say who they think is better when they have yet to prove it. And then Sun Zenku replies to this saying, you see how these dudes trying to act like this word that I'm really not going to say? Anyway, yeah, that word is nothing short of a monster just because they can't produce the same results. I really don't like this side of the FGC. So ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Who is the best Zeku? Is it Punk? Is it Phenom? Is it Flash? Is it Flow? Is it my mom? Ladies and gentlemen, who is the best Zeku in the FGC? And this is just a side note. This actually has nothing to do with this first part, but I wanted to put this in your head and put this seed there so it can grow for next year, possibly the end of this year. But do you realize the Smash players actually organized a roast for one of their own? Hugs. Y'all know Hugs. You might have heard of him. He's a very dominant player in Smash. They actually organized a roast for this dude, and they did it like Comedy Central would. They literally got up there, they dressed up, they had a podium, they had my man on a chair, and they just literally took turns roasting this dude, and it was hilarious.
It's actually tough for him to watch shows like The Wire or Cops, because they're constantly yelling out, 5-0! 5-0 is here! 5-0, everybody! It's really unfortunate.
Unfortunately, based off the average life expectancy of Indians, he's gonna die way before them anyway.
I was like, yo, where we at? Where the Street Fighter players at, baby? Where the rest of us at? Why can't we do something like this at CEO or EVO or some big tournament, Canada Cup? Why can't we organize something where we just roast the hell out of a TO or a beloved player? This would be hilarious. We will do this by next year, the latest. I promise we will organize something like this where we will roast the shit out of somebody in our community, and of course, it'll all be in love. Once again, I'm just so jealous that they were able to pull this off. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a blessed day. See you bright and early tomorrow morning, y'all, with a hot new Button Check. Peace. I was kind of weird that I kissed that. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe. And his son Zenku replies to this saying, you see how these dudes trying to act like this word that I'm really not going to say, even though I have half black kids and I used to be married to a black woman, and I probably could say, but I'm not going to say anyway because I'm a minority and I'm kind of brown, and people probably would get mad at me, but I'm not going to say it anyway because I don't believe in that kind of talk. Woo!